We've teamed up with Watcar to tell you which dashcam is best if you are buying with a budget of £150. You've probably seen some horrendous dashcam footage on social media: accidents, bad driving, road rage, the lot. While that's all entertaining in a slightly uncomfortable voyeuristic kind of way, dashcam footage can also save you money, points and even a spell in prison. The Garmin Dashcam 30 unit records crisp footage in 1080p resolution, and you can use up to a 64GB card for storage. However, the display screen is very small at 1.4 inches, and there are limited safety features, fewer than you will find on other, not much more costly, systems. The resolution of the Xiaomi View 633 at 1080p doesn't seem that sharp, so the images aren't crystal clear, and the mounting arm is difficult to adjust, but with those negatives out the way, this Mio has some definite positives. There's built-in GPS, so your location is recorded with the data, and you can easily store a clip manually to ensure it doesn't get overwritten. It has crash sensors, so it will do that automatically, but it's belt and braces to do that manually. It will even keep active when you are parked, so if someone reverses into you, you'll know who it was. If you're looking for a more discreet camera, then the Roadhawk Vision fits the bill. It manages that compact size by not having a display screen, so you'll need the app, which is free to download. You can easily use that to ensure the camera is set up correctly and download easily. It can record up to 1296p resolution, so the 8GB card it comes with is useful, but will need to be supplemented. It can take up to 128GB. It fixes on via an adhesive patch, so it needs to really stay in place, but it's so discreet that's less of an issue. Expensive, while lacking other safety features, this is a quality bit of kit. This 312GW is the first next base to feature in our list, but despite its low price it has quite a few safety features, and is well made and easy to operate. It records in 1080p resolution, which should be good enough for most, and can manage about 4 hours of recording before overwriting if you use a 32GB card. It's well made, robust, and should be up to the task, unless you feel you want to spend more on the 412GW model. Why should I have a dashcam, and how do they work? If you have a dashcam fitted, you will have solid evidence of what actually happened in an accident. It won't simply be your word against this. This evidence can be used by the insurance companies or the courts to ascertain the truth and apportion blame, something which could be very beneficial to you. footage captured by drivers is even being used by police forces to penalize dangerous drivers caught in the act. More and more motorists are feeling the benefits of using a dash cam, especially with the recent spate of cash for crash scams. A dash cam is a device with a camera that can be fixed to the windscreen of your car and work by being plugged into a 12V socket. Video is saved onto a microSD card, but that's not usually included in the package you buy, so a 32GB card would be a necessary addition and would give you about 4 hours of recording. After that it starts rewriting over the video, but even fairly cheap units have G4 sensors, so if you do have an impact, the time from about 10 seconds before that impact and 20 seconds after will be stored in a separate folder that then won't be overwritten. If you go a step further and have a dash cam permanently fitted via the fuse box, then you could be looking at an insurance discount of up to 20% depending on the provider. All that and peace of mind seems a good bet, but you can spend from around £50 up to £300 or more. So what would be a good dash cam to buy that represent a decent value for money? We reckon a figure of £150 makes a sensible maximum, as you get all you need within that range. Read on to find out which one we rated the best. Like the Road Hawk featured in 5th spot, there's no display screen with this Dual View X, so it is small and discreet. You need the app to set it up and adjust, and the app wasn't the easiest to use, but once set up this records very clear imagery at 60 frames a second. ACPL circular polarizer filter only costs a further £5, and that helps cut down any glare or reflection from the windscreen and is recommended. This RAC unit can also take up to 64GB of storage, but then it does need the space. That's because the 05 records in 1296p definition, which is high enough to really be able to pick out number plates and other details. If your car isn't that well endowed with tech, this could make a handy addition, as you gain speed camera and forward collision warnings, and it can tell you about changes in speed limits or what your average is through an average speed camera section. It's easy to use and robust, but unfortunately the mounting arm feels neither of those two things. This is a class piece of kit from an acknowledged player in the sector. The next base 412 GW records in 1440p, which makes the video incredibly sharp. You can easily adjust the settings by buttons down the side, although they're not that easy to use on the move. The whole device feels very well made, and you can easily slip the camera from its suction mounting when you leave the car.